Hi guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing my July TBR. The month of July is a normal month for me, I guess. It's going to be busy because I'm doing this video every day in July, but other than that, I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want, so hopefully I'll get a lot of reading done. And yeah, let's just talk about some books that I plan to read. First, let's talk about the books that I'm currently reading. First, I'm currently reading Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. I'm listening to it on audiobook. I forgot who's narrating it. Yeah, I'm 40% of the way through. This is my fourth Austen novel. Right now, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this is, I don't know, kind of the pettiest of them all. Because like right now where I am in the book, like they're talking about a play and everyone's really mad about this play and I'm like kind of confused. Like I feel like I'm not understanding the significance of the play. So we'll see how I feel at the end of it. In this book, we follow Fanny Price, who gets taken in by her rich relatives, and we just kind of see how everyone acts around her and interacts with her, which is not for the better sometimes. I'm also currently reading Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This was my swapped book for the book swapathon that I took part in a couple weeks ago. Clearly I haven't finished it during the readathon, so I'm planning to finish it in July. Currently I am 190 pages into it, and I'm enjoying it so far. My only thing is that I can't stop seeing Harry Potter parallels in this. Like, there are so many and they're so obvious. Like, yes, this is a different book. The magic system is actually pretty different and everything. And, like, not all the characters are, like, complete parallels or anything, but I just see all the ones that are, like, so glaringly. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but, like, I'm noticing it. And the last book that I'm currently reading is Summer Days and Summer Nights, edited by Stephanie Perkins. This is a compilation of 12 love stories all set in the summertime or having something to do with summer. I am enjoying this so far. I've only read 2 of the stories, and I started this for the library-a-thon / read-o-rama readathons I took part in 3 weeks ago, I think. There's a vlog of that week down below in case you're interested to see how my reading went. Now on to some books that I have yet to start. First, let's do my random picks for the month. I realized I started this series and like I've been doing so terribly at it because I've been doing it for the last 2 TBRs. I haven't read either of the books that I ended up randomly picking, so I want to catch up on that. One of them wasn't my fault. My library was holding it hostage because I'm supposed to read The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace, which is a book of poetry. I assume about a princess, not really sure, but it's got a lot of hype and I wanted to read it. But I ordered it from my library. It's taking so long for it to get here. It says in transit now finally because I think someone else had it, so I had to wait for them to return it, and for some reason the library only has 1 copy. But I think I'm finally getting it so I can read it this month. And then last month's pick, I ended up picking Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill, and I just didn't have time to get to it. So I'm going to try and catch up on those 2 and not pick a random pick this month. You can still feel free to leave a number between 1 and 430 down below because I'll use any numbers I get on this video and the numbers I got on my June TBR for my August random picks, and then I'll take those numbers and pick a number from those. So the books I just explained to you guys is already 5 books, which is usually the average amount of books I read, 4 or 5. Last month I read 6, but yeah. And I'm also taking part in the booktubeathon, which is at the end of the month, I think July 24th to the 30th. So I'm going to have another TBR for that anyway. So instead of picking more books that I'm definitely going to read, I'm going to just show you guys all the books that I have from my library that I have taken out on couple trips, because whenever I come home from school I end up going to the library, or like the week before I come home from school I end up ordering a bunch of books that I've been meaning to get to from the library, and then I just keep them basically all summer and hope to read them. So the first book I have from the library is Big Boned by Meg Cabot. This has shown up in many TBRs I feel like this year because I really just want to finish this series. I used to read a lot of Meg Cabot books, and this is the 3rd in Size 12 is Not Fat series. And basically it follows this woman who's like a former pop star, and she gets like kind of roped into these murder mysteries, and from what I remember it's a really fun series, so I just like to finish it because I'm also on that mission to finish series. Dear Reader by Mary O'Connell. This is a book I completely picked up on a whim, so I'm not really sure I'm going to read it because for the library-a-thon one of the challenges was to read a book that you hadn't heard of, and so I went to the library and just picked this up. So I'm not sure I'm going to read it anymore since I don't have to do the challenge, and I have so many books on my TBR that I have heard of, so this might get returned unread, we'll see. But it does sound interesting. It's about a girl whose favorite English teacher, or maybe not her favorite, but Her English teacher disappears right as they're about to read Wuthering Heights for class, which is the main character's favorite book, I think. It's kind of the mystery surrounding the disappearance of the English teacher. It's called Dear Reader, I think, because the main character finds the teacher's copy of Wuthering Heights, and it's actually the teacher's diary, and it sounds interesting. And it is short with big font, so maybe I will read it. Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi. This is the second book in the Shadow Me trilogy. And I read the first book and book 1.5 last month, so I'd like to continue on in the series and finish the series in a timely manner. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the illustrated edition, which is written by J.K. Rowling, obviously, and illustrated by Jim Kay. I was sitting in my bed thinking, I really want to reread Harry Potter. The illustrated edition is out. I don't want to reread Chamber of Secrets. And I was contemplating buying it, but the illustrated editions are really expensive, and I really can't justify buying it right now. I do have the Sorcerer's Stone illustrated edition, and I will probably eventually buy this when I have a job. But for now, I realized my library probably has it, and I was correct. And yeah, so I can look at all the pictures, read it, and I'm excited to do this. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire-Sainz. This is another very popular book on BookTube, so I feel like you've probably already heard the synopsis for this. But I was supposed to read it for one of the readathons I was taking part in. Obviously I didn't get to it, so I'd like to get to it, and I have it out from the library. And last but not least, I have 2 graphic novels, Miss Marvel Generation Y and Miss Marvel Crushed, I guess is what it's called. They are both written by G. Willow Wilson and with various artists. And this is volume 2 and this is volume 3 of the Miss Marvel comic book series, following Kamala Khan, who is the first Muslim American superhero. And I read the first volume last year when I was taking my comic book class, and I was like, this is one I'd like to continue, and then I never continued, so I got the second and third volume. So those are all the books I'm going to be mentioning in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any opinions about any of the books that I talked about in this video, please be sure to leave a comment down below. If you've read it, if you haven't read it, if you're excited to read it, just let me know. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I am doing a video every day in July, and if you subscribe, you'll be able to keep up to date with that. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!